So if you're from Africa, why are you white?
Oh my god, Karen, you can't just ask people why they're white.
Released on April 30th, 2004, Mean Girls is a teen comedy about Cady Heron, a girl who has been homeschooled in Africa her entire life and arrives at a suburban Illinois high school completely unprepared for the social warfare she finds there. Written by Tina Fey and based loosely on Rosalind Wiseman's nonfiction book about female social hierarchies. So where did they all end up? Rachel McAdams was born on November 17th, 1978 in London, Ontario, Canada. Her father was a truck driver, her mother was a nurse. She grew up in St. Thomas, Ontario, competed in figure skating from age 4 until 18, then enrolled in the drama program at York University in Toronto, graduating with honors in 2001. She plays Regina George, the most powerful girl in school, the one who controls the plastics through a combination of social terror and genuine charisma, who manipulates everyone effortlessly, and then becomes the film's most entertaining wreck when everything falls apart. The performance made her famous overnight. What almost no one knew at the time was that she was simultaneously filming The Notebook, and that she and Ryan Gosling were, by the director's own account, screaming at each other on that set so loudly that the crew stepped outside. Director Nick Cassavetes later said he walked Gosling to a closed room to resolve the conflict, heard them both yelling through the wall, and came back to find them ready to shoot. They would begin dating the following year. After Mean Girls and The Notebook, Rachel McAdams became one of the most in-demand actresses of her generation. Wedding Crashers, Midnight in Paris, Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Strange. She earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress for Spotlight 2015, playing investigative journalist Sasha Pfeiffer. She has been in a relationship with screenwriter Jamie Linden since 2016 and has 2 children. In 2024, she made her Broadway debut in Amy Herzog's play Mary Jane, earning a Tony Award nomination for Best Actress in a Play. In 2025, she starred in Sam Raimi's Send Help. In 2026, she received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She is 47 years old as of March 2026. Tina Fey was born Elizabeth Stematina Fey on May 18, 1970, in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, a suburb of Philadelphia. Her father was of German and Northern Irish descent. Her mother was Greek, born in Piraeus. When she was 5 years old, a stranger approached her in her front yard and slashed her face with a knife. The scar is still visible on the left side of her chin and cheek. She studied drama at the University of Virginia, graduated in 1992, moved to Chicago to study improv at Second City, and was hired as a writer at Saturday Night Live in 1997. By 1999, she was SNL's first female head writer. Mean Girls was her feature film screenwriting debut. She drew on her own experience at Upper Darby High School and Rosalind Wiseman's book about social hierarchies. Fey also cast herself as Ms. Norbury, the calculus teacher who is wrongly implicated in the Burn Book scandal and ends up running a student assembly that nearly devolves into riot, one of the film's most unhinged and funniest sequences. After Mean Girls, Tina Fey left SNL to create 30 Rock 2006 to 2013, which won 3 consecutive Emmy Awards for Outstanding Comedy Series and made Liz Lemon one of television's defining characters. She co-hosted the Golden Globes with Amy Poehler 4 times. Her memoir Bossy Pants 2011 topped the New York Times bestseller list for 5 weeks. She adapted Mean Girls into a Broadway musical in 2018, then adapted that into a new film in 2024, reprising Ms. Norbury. The Netflix series The 4 Seasons premiered in May 2025 and was renewed for a second season. She is married to 30 Rock composer Jeff Richmond. She is 55 years old as of March 2026. If you're enjoying this look back at the Mean Girls cast, make sure to like this video and subscribe. We post new Where Are They Now episodes every week. Lindsay Lohan was born on July 2nd, 1986 in the Bronx and grew up on Long Island. Her father Michael spent 2.5 years in prison for insider trading and criminal contempt while she was a child. She signed with Ford Models at age 3 and made her film debut at 11 in The Parent Trap, 1998. She plays Cady Heron, the girl who arrives without a roadmap, discovers she is good at math, and gradually loses herself in the world she was supposed to be studying from the outside. The New Yorker later ranked it among the best film performances of the 21st century. Fey herself has said that Lohan's specific quality, the ability to seem genuinely naive while also being sharp is what made the whole film work. What came after is well documented. 2 DUI arrests in 2007, cocaine possession, 84 minutes served of a jail sentence, 6 rehab stints, and 20 court appearances by 2012. Lindsay Lohan moved to Dubai in 2014, where she got sober and met financier Bader Shammas, a member of one of the 12 Kuwaiti Christian families. They married on April 3, 2022. Their son Luai was born in Dubai in July 2023. She has since made 3 Netflix films, a cameo in the Mean Girls musical, 2024, and Freakier Friday, 2025, her first theatrical Disney release since 2005. She is 39 years old as of March 2026. Amanda Seyfried was born on December 3, 1985, in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Her father was a pharmacist, her mother an occupational therapist. She began modeling at age 11, appearing on the covers of Sweet Valley High novels. She studied classical voice, took ballet and piano lessons, and had a place at Fordham University when she was offered the role in Mean Girls. She deferred her education to take it. She had originally auditioned to play Regina George, but producer Lorne Michaels felt she would be better as the blonde who can't be trusted with secrets. She plays Karen Smith, the plastic who, when asked if her breasts can predict the weather, genuinely treats it as a skill worth having. It was her film debut. She later said, "Oh, thank God for Mean Girls. That put me on the map." The career that followed has been one of the more quietly impressive of her generation. Amanda Seyfried went from Mamma Mia, 2008, to Les Miserables, 2012, to earning an Oscar nomination for Mank, 2020, playing actress Marion Davies opposite Gary Oldman's Orson Welles. She won the Emmy and Golden Globe for her portrayal of Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes in The Dropout, 2022, a performance that required her to recreate both Holmes's calculated persona and her unsettling speaking voice. Long Bright River, 2025, earned her a second Golden Globe nomination. She married actor Thomas Sadoski in 2017 and has 2 children. She is 40 years old as of March 2026. Lacey Chabert was born on September 30th, 1982, in Purvis, Mississippi, into a family of Cajun, Italian, English, and Scottish heritage. Her father worked in the oil industry. She entered show business as a child competing in pageants, then won a role in a cough syrup commercial at 10, followed by 2 years playing young Cosette in the Broadway production of Les Miserables at 11. By 12, she was Claudia Salinger on Party of Five, 1994 to 2000. She plays Gretchen Wieners, Regina George's most devoted follower, the girl who desperately wants to make fetch happen, who cannot keep a secret for longer than 45 minutes, and whose breakdown in the middle of a Julius Caesar performance is the film's most unexpectedly moving scene. Lacey was said to be the first and only choice for the role. In November 2021, Lacey Chabert's older sister Wendy died of a heart attack at 46. It was a loss she has spoken about publicly with characteristic openness. On the professional front, she has become the undisputed queen of Hallmark Christmas movies, appearing in over 40 of them since 2010, signing an exclusive multi-film deal with Hallmark in 2022, launching a product line with the network in 2025, and hosting her own unscripted Hallmark reality series Celebrations with Lacey Chabert. She starred in the Mean Girls Walmart Black Friday commercial in 2023, alongside Lohan, Seyfried, and Franzese, reuniting the plastics. She is married to businessman David Nidar and has a daughter, Julia. She is 43 years old as of March 2026. Daniel Franzese was born on May 9th, 1978, in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, to an Italian-American family. His father was a lounge singer. His mother worked as a cafeteria worker at his high school. The family relocated to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, during his childhood. As a young man of 21, he entered conversion therapy, pressured by the world around him even though his parents were accepting, and later walked out when his therapist admitted he himself used to be gay. He plays Damian Lee, Janice Ian's devoted best friend, the self-described almost too gay to function theater kid who is the film's moral compass and its funniest supporting voice. Tina Fey has said Damian is one of the most important characters she ever wrote. In 2014, Daniel Franzese wrote a public letter to his character Damian, coming out as gay in the process. It trended worldwide. He played an HIV-positive activist in HBO's Looking, 2014 to 2015, and became a spokesperson for the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation and an ambassador for Lambda Legal. He hosted the GLAAD Gala in San Francisco. He publicly discussed his conversion therapy experience in interviews, becoming an important voice in that advocacy space. In July 2025, he went public with his new boyfriend, Jeremiah James Bucher, at the opening night of Spamalot at the Hollywood Pantages Theater. He is 47 years old as of March 2026. Lizzy Caplan was born born on June 30th, 1982, in Los Angeles, in the Miracle Mile district. Her father was a lawyer, her mother a political aide. Her mother died when Lizzy was 13, a loss she has described as a defining moment in her life. She attended Hamilton High School, enrolled in the school's prestigious Academy of Music, where she studied piano before shifting her focus to drama. Her breakout was as a minor character in Freaks and Geeks, 1999 to 2000. She plays Janice Ian, the film's sardonic anti-plastic strategist, the one who recruits Cady, draws the map of the plastic's social territory, and ultimately becomes the person Cady hurt the most. The character is named after the folk singer who wrote At 17. Between 2006 and 2012, Lizzy Caplan was in a relationship with Matthew Perry. In his 2022 memoir, Perry wrote that he had planned to propose with a custom painting featuring 1,780 hearts, their exact number of text messages, but his fear of intimacy stopped him. After their breakup, she sent him a firm email saying she was moving on and had no room for him in her life. Perry died in October 2023. Caplan has not commented publicly. She married British actor Tom Riley in 2017 and had a son in 2021. Her career after Mean Girls traced a steady arc. Party Down, Cloverfield, Masters of Sex, 2013 to 2016, Emmy nomination, Fleischman is in Trouble, 2022, Emmy nomination, Fatal Attraction, 2023, Zero Day, 2025. She is 43 years old as of March 2026. Jonathan Bennett was born on June 10, 1981, in Rossford, Ohio. His father was a physician, his mother a homemaker. Both parents have since passed away, his mother in November 2012, his father of brain cancer in April 2014. He studied theater at Otterbein College, moved to New York, and met his agent on the train. Tina Fey cast him as Aaron Samuels, Cady's crush, the boy whose face launched 1,000 memes, specifically because he reminded her of Jimmy Fallon. He has said that the character's line, "What day is it today?" will probably follow him for the rest of his life, and he has accepted this with a great deal of grace. Jonathan Bennett came out as gay in 2017. He became engaged to Amazing Race contestant and television host James Vaughn in November 2020. Vaughn proposed on the set of a Hallmark film with an original song, and they married in Mexico in March 2022. The same year, they became the first gay couple to appear on the cover of the Knot magazine. He made his Broadway debut in Spamalot in January 2024, playing Sir Robin. He hosts Hallmark's reality series Finding Mr. Christmas, which premiered in October 2024. He was cast on General Hospital in April 2026. He is 44 years old as of March 2026. Amy Poehler was born on September 16, 1971, in Newton, Massachusetts, the daughter of two school teachers. She grew up in Burlington, Massachusetts, earned a communications degree from Boston College in 1993, moved to Chicago to study improv at Second City, and co-founded the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater in 1999, a year before she was hired at Saturday Night Live. Tina Fey wrote the role of Mrs. George specifically for Poehler, then worried the producers would think she was too young to play a teenager's mother. Poehler was, at the time of filming, only 7 years younger than Rachel McAdams. Mrs. George is the cool mom who offers the girls wine coolers, cannot resist being included, and is one of the film's most quietly devastating portraits of a woman who confused being loved with being needed. After Mean Girls, Amy Poehler left SNL in December 2008 to star in Parks and Recreation, 2009 to 2015, as Leslie Knope, a role that earned her a Golden Globe and 7 Emmy nominations before she finally won in 2016. She and Fey co-hosted the Golden Globes 4 times to enormous critical affection. She voiced Joy in Pixar's Inside Out, 2015, and reprised the role in Inside Out 2, 2024. She married actor Will Arnett in 2003. They announced their separation in 2012, and their divorce was finalized in 2016. They have 2 sons. In 2025, she launched her podcast Good Hang with Amy Poehler, which won the first ever Golden Globe Award for Best Podcast in January 2026. She is 54 years old as of March 2026. Tim Meadows was born on February 5, 1961, in Highland Park, Michigan, the son of a nurse's assistant and a janitor. He attended Pershing High School in Detroit and studied television and radio broadcasting at Wayne State University before leaving to pursue comedy. He started performing improv at a Detroit club called the Soup Kitchen Saloon, then moved to Chicago and joined Second City, where he met Chris Farley, then joined SNL in 1991, eventually becoming one of its longest-serving cast members at 10 seasons. Tina Fey wrote the role of Principal Duval specifically for him, the weary, fundamentally decent administrator who is drowning in a situation entirely beyond his control and handles it with the bone-deep exhaustion that is the film's show's best deadpan joke. He reprised the role in Mean Girls 2 and in the 2024 musical adaptation. After Mean Girls, Tim Meadows became one of television's most reliable character actors, The Goldbergs, 2013 to 2023, its spin-off Schooled, 2019 to 2020, The Office, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Space Force. His university, Wayne State, awarded him an honorary doctorate in 2022. He joined the CBS series DMV in 2025. Wayne State, to be clear, is the school he left to pursue comedy. He is 65 years old as of March 2026. Mean Girls gave the world a villain who was more interesting than anyone else in the movie, a debut performance later ranked among the century's best, an SNL cast member who would go on to win an Oscar nomination, another who would win an Emmy for playing one of the most famous fraudsters in recent memory, and an Ohio kid cast because he reminded Tina Fey of Jimmy Fallon. Not bad for a movie that took 16 days to film at a high school in Toronto while pretending to be in Illinois. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest Where Are They Now? Videos exploring your favorite casts from the past.